Now we're going to look at one of the more complicated ones, Master Hatter. And then once you get Master Hatter, it leads right into Out of the Fire and into the Falls. I would suggest you follow this order. Certain conversations won't happen if you go to places at the wrong time. Namely the hospital here. Not even sure if you need to talk to the person in the bathroom and the nurse, but the wheelchair guy definitely you need to talk to. So we got the first hat from the hospital. Once you have poison, use the outhouse. You get the bowler hat. Head up to the top left to the vampire. You don't necessarily need to be bleeding to do this next part, but I found it was a decent enough way to deal with the poison. You head up here and you get the baseball cap. Once you have flame, make sure to open up the gravestone. And as we usually do, we're going to put the fire out in the Abbey. Coming out, we'll have the bees, and then we'll go see the gypsies. Every time I've done this, I've done both gypsies. You probably only really need to do one. But I like to stay consistent. So we're going to head all the way over to the ice cream parlor, which is in the bottom left of the map. Stand on this little thing here and you'll get the top hat. Then in order to get rid of the ghost, head over to the movie theater. That'll give you depression. So head to the Abbey. And talk to the priest, and he gives you the knitted cap. We're going to head all the way over to the mermaid to get rid of the depression, but also to get the blindness peril. This way we can go and visit Medusa without getting turned to stone. Up top here we have the sombrero. So from here you can go down. There's a lot of different ways you can do this, but if you're blinded you can use water. So we're going to use the well. That's going to put us in the the water area. And we're going to talk to Pokey here. He gives us the diving helmet. Second to last hat that we need. So now that we have the leech, best way to deal with that is the mermaid again. He's going to blind us. Over to the Abbey. Deal with that. Then, once we have the bees, we are going to visit Medusa to get turned into stone. And the last step of the Master Hatter trophy is we need to head over to the cable car and talk to the boy there. Then you want to head to the movie theater as soon as you can so that you don't die of the petrification. So you do want to kind of go through the dialogue quickly. There's the propeller cap. Master Hatter in-game achievement. There's the trophy. Whoops, almost missed the movie theater here. So now we move on to the steps for the ending out of the fire and into the fall. So simply come out of the movie theater. All we really need to do is get our head set on fire. So we're going to talk to the vampire. He's going to make us bleed. And then we're going to head to the well. Now, if you're going for this on your own, if at any point you want to know where these hats are, you can visit the lighthouse before this point in the game, and the guy in the lighthouse will give you clues to where you need to look for various hats. But once you do have them all, here he is. Climb. You set the lighthouse on fire, and you head outside for the ending. And that's out of the fire and into the falls, and there's the trophy. The first time I went for the Master Hatter trophy on another account, it did not pop for me. And I had to run through and do the full run through of getting all the hats a second time in order to make the trophy pop. So if you run into that, unfortunately you'll have to do the whole sequence over again. Hopefully you won't have that problem. But once you do, make sure to get your head back on fire and light the lighthouse to climb all the hats, and then you will get both these trophies. Hope this helped.